Okay, today or this video is going to be about exercise 5-6, adding dimensions. This is on page 229 in our book. And I've opened the drawing for this. It's ESS underscore EO5 underscore 06. And this uses the part ESS underscore EO5 underscore 05. So that uses that part file. And here's what we're going to do. We are going to do what they call retrieve dimensions. So dimensions that were used to create this part are going to be retrieved. So I'm going to go to the annotate toolbar here. And there's a tool called retrieve. It's about halfway across the toolbar. And I'm going to click on that. And because I had already clicked on the front view here, it selected those dimensions to put onto this thing. And I'm going to hit apply. And you'll see they all go to gray. And then when I hit cancel, they all come back. Now, this is a huge mess. And there are some dimensions on here that I don't need. So we're going to straighten this out a little bit. So I'm going to go to the word arrange. And then it says select dimensions to arrange. So I'm just going to use a crossing window here. Not a crossing, sorry. Just a regular old window. And I'm going to right click and say OK. And now I've got dimensions to highlight to actually delete. So I'm going to hold down the control key here as I go around. And I'm looking at the bottom of page 229. And I'm going to first click on that guy. And then I don't need him. Let's see, this is a little different number here. 0.5, 0.25, 0.19. I don't need that. I don't need this 0.75. This is in a different place than they showed it in the book, but that's the one. Right there and there. And I'll continue with my control key down, and I'll pick that one. And then I'll just press my delete button and get rid of that. Now, I want to arrange all of these dimensions again. So I hit arrange in the toolbar and click and right click and say OK. And now it gives me a little bit better arrangement. It's still not perfect, but it's better than what it was, that's for sure. So a few of the dimensions need to move. Like this one can go to the, where are you going? Come on, let's go. Yeah, he can go to the outside. This number here, this value, that can come out here. Okay. I'm just looking at the book here. They've got a couple more to delete. So like that one gets deleted. Well, take a look at your page 230, and it'll show you some things to get rid of. Boom, boom, boom. 3.25. Not everything came through on my retrieve here that they're showing, but whatever. Doesn't really matter. Now here, because there's no cross in here, right, I'm going to put my center mark in. Okay, so that'll give that, and I'll get that center mark in. Maybe I'll leave that one alone. I'll undo that. Anyways, so there's that. Now, up top here, we're going to, in the top view, we are going to add dimensions ourselves. So we're going to go to the General Dimension tool on Annotate, and that's what this is right here. And we're going to start adding in these dimensions. So the first one is going to be this radius out here, and I'm just going to bring that out at about a 30 to 45 degree angle. And this dialog box will pop up. You can turn off edit dimension when created, and that'll get rid of that. Let's see. So, and dimension still active. So I'm going to go along here, and I'm going to put in my radiuses. Yep. I'll do a dimension from here to here, and it already knows that it's a straight line. And the first dimension should be 3/8 of an inch away from the object line that it's closest to. And then after that, every dimension from dimension to dimension should be 1/4 of an inch. So you can see that this has clicked into place here for me, but it's too close. I need to go one more click up right there and select. And I'll put in my next one, which is going to go from the center here to, I think, the end over here. And you'll notice I put that right in line with the other one. Okay. I'll go from this guy to this one right here. I'll put him up there. Oh, actually, I need to move this up. Cancel you. Cancel. This is what happens when you click too many times. There we go. So he can go up here. Come on. There you go. Move it up one more. What the heck? There's a couple dimensions over here that need to be put in. So I'll turn on dimension again. I'll go from here to this endpoint here. That's better. Okay. I can bring this one up too if I want to, but I'll just leave it right there right now. Angular dimensions. So angular dimensions, you click on the line. Notice I did not click on that center green mark. That won't help you at all. So I got to click on dimension tool. Start that up again. I'll click on the line, then I'll click on there, and I get 140, 135, or down here I'll get a 45. So let's put this one. I'm going to re-click that. So I'm going to dimension this. I'll click that line there and this line over here and there. That's a lot better. That gives me the dimension the way it's supposed to be. Then back to dimension. I pushed escape a couple times accidentally. So that is the diameter dimension right there. And then I've got this thing right here, which is a radius, but I want this dimension as a diameter. So I'm going to delete that. I'll start my dimension tool. I'll click on this bolt circle, and it says radius right now. And I'm going to right click and tell it that I want a diameter. So it'll put a diameter there instead of a radius. And that's the end of that. Now, on our dimensions here, we can add some text to them. This radius right here happens twice, right here and right here. So I'm going to double click on the dimension, and I will go to text, and you're going to see this grayed out box here. You can't delete it or anything like that. And the reason it's there is that's the placeholders for our 0.25. But after that, it's flashing, and you'll notice I just put a space in there, and I'm going to put in the letters TYP for typical, and I'll hit OK. And that's how you add text to a dimension. Now, in our front view, there's actually one more of these over here. I can double click on that one and put in TYP too. Just realize that. Okay, because I've got this angle here and here, and guess what? This should also be space TYP for that. Okay, there we go. Now, next thing is we're going to click on, and in our front view, so I'm going to zoom in here a little bit, we want to change the length of this part. So I'm going to right click on this dimension. I actually have to exit the dimension tool, so I'll hit escape a couple times. Then I'm going to right click on this, and I should be able to edit this. There it is, edit right there. And I want to change this to 7. And I'll say OK. Whoops. Cancel. I'm going to undo this because I think I goofed that up. Matter of fact, I know I did. All right, so I want to change this dimension. I do that by double clicking on it. Hold on a second. Something's not going the way I expected it to here. Okay, I found out where I was messing up. If I right click on the 6, down here is edit model dimension, and that's what I want. I'm going to change this from 6 inches to 7, and I'm going to hit the green check mark, and all of our dimensions are going to move, the part gets longer, and all that good stuff. So you can change dimensions from the drawing. So this is showing you that this is a parametric part. The drawing drives the model drives the drawing, all that good stuff. And that's what parametric is or does for you. It drives the stuff. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to open up this part file. So I'm going to go to my open tool, and I'm going to open up the part, and I'm going to say open and say yes. So this is going to open up the part, and then I'm going to go to, I think it's extrusion 1. I got to take a look here. Yeah, I do believe it is. Oh, look at that. Huh. That's interesting. See, the dimension right here is still 6 inches, but up here I've got this little lightning bolt, which means local update. And when I click on that, now when I go back to sketch 1, no difference. Interesting. I was expecting to find this saying 7 rather than 6, but it doesn't. Did I not save this down here? Maybe that's what's caused this. Yeah, let's do this. I'll save it. And I'll say yes to all here. And I'll say okay. Now, I go back to this. I do my local update again. No, it still says 6. That's a... Oh, maybe I got to edit the sketch. No, I'm there. Huh. Well, anyways, that should change to 7. I don't know exactly why it hasn't, but there we go. Mysteries of CAD.